Good morning, everyone. It's Rose Coleman coming to you live from my craft room here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. It's Friday. I got my coffee in my big polka dot mug. I am super excited to share this card with you today. It's Fun Fold Friday. So I love to join you on Fridays with a special fold, a special way to fold your card. It just delights the recipient when they get a card that can be opened a different way, right? I always love to get fun fold cards in the mail. Just gonna put my coffee off to the side while I chat with you. A little chilly here. I had to grab my jacket when I came downstairs after taking my daughter to school. I welcome the cooler temperatures. I love fall. It's a nice, crisp, fresh feeling to be able to go out and have a nice walk and see the trees changing. I do really like fall. Although we do have some smoke, it's getting a little bit better out there. Hopefully the BC fires are improving and we don't have to continue to endure all this smoke. Thank you, everybody. I see you all popping on. Thank you so much for coming back today. I am playing with this birthday Piggy again today because it's a bundle. Some of you have reached out and asked me where are the dies. The dies are on the website, you guys. They're not in the catalog. So the this Piggy bundle, this birthday Piggy stamp set is in the annual catalog, the big catalog, right? But there was no dies to match it. Hi, Joy. Thanks for joining me. But they just released them, and they released them only for the month of September, but while supplies last. So these dies are crazy cute. They're only available while supplies last, and I want to remind you that that is actually the case. And you remember back in Celebration in Summer when we had the tree lot dies, they flew off the shelf, right? And they coordinated with a stamp set too. Hi, Holly. Thank you for joining me. So I don't want you to miss out on these dies because they are stinking cute, and we're going to make a fun fold card with this one today. Got yours, Joy? Okay, excellent. You did the right thing by getting them early because I'm afraid we're already, what's this, September 16th now. So we're halfway through the month, more than halfway. And the dies, they're only available in the Perfect Partners promotion for a little while. So after that, everybody will have their stamp set for the next year, like it's current in the catalog for the year, but there won't be any dies. You'll be fussy cutting, right? You don't want to be left fussy cutting. Grab your dies today while they're available. Okay, so we're going to flip the camera. I'm playing with some super cute DSP. I think this is probably one of my favorites in the annual catalog as well. And you're going to want to get this paper because it is versatile, right? I love to share ideas with you guys so that you can use your products in different ways. And this one is no different. This DSP is totally rocking my world right now. It fits all the boxes for me. You can use it for masculine, feminine, kids, birthday, all of that stuff. Hi, everybody. Thank you all for being with me today. It's Friday. Let's kick the weekend off with a fun fold, shall we? Okay, I'm going to flip the camera and we're going to get started here. Let me go ahead and turn the camera down at my work surface. I get things straightened up here. Bear with me. Some of you gave me some good news yesterday that the sound on the replay was better. So hopefully things have been corrected or things have improved for you and you can still see me, hear me on the replay. Okay, so I know a lot of you are, could be working or have different things going on. So I appreciate you coming back and joining me for the replay. Okay, so let's talk about, this is the bundle. You want to grab this bundle right now. You get it 10% off. You get these adorable dies. But the paper I was just telling you about, let's bring that in. The DSP that I'm talking about is called Happy Forest Friends. Now, this is part of a suite in the annual catalog, but do not be mistaken. This can be used with everything, right? So I'm going to show you the paper. We've got these little toadstools. Look at this gorgeous background. I love it. It's got like little teeny tiny hearts in it. I'll hold it close so the camera can focus. Look at this one. It's a scenery. I love it. We've got mountains here. We've got trees. Look at the little bear waving down here. So basically you can cut this cardstock and have all kinds of different patterns, right? There's a little fox. Oh my gosh, it's super cute. So you get 2 sheets of every design. The background has this gorgeous, like a chevron pattern. And I believe that is crushed curry. It could be so saffron. Let me just double check. All of the colors are back here. And it is so saffron. Yes. Look at this one. We're going to use this one today. So this one would make a great, I'm holding it to the side so you can see the bottom. It would make a great background of a scrapbook page. You've got the long, tall trees here. Hi, Debbie from sunny St. Louis, Missouri. Oh my gosh, where are my words today? St. Louis, Missouri. Thank you for joining me. Okay, so we're going to use this paper today. The flip of that one has these circles with old olive, and I believe that's pear pizzazz in there. Look at this one. Fall is coming up. Oh my gosh. You saw me yesterday. If you caught my video, I was sponging the perfectly penciled DSP. Now you could also do that with this DSP here. I don't know why I only got 1 sheet. I must have one that slipped out. Anyway, this is like a beautiful fall background, but if you wanted to add some more color, you could totally sponge the background of this one. Add a little bit more color. And look at this one with the trees and little flowers. Again, this could totally be a great fall paper. And we've got a nice neutral pattern here in the background. Hi, Lois from the UK. Thank you for joining me today. Look at this one with the little bear and the fox and the owl. It's so stinking cute. Thanks, Pam. Watching with your sick granddaughter today, but she likes it. Oh, well, I hope that she feels better soon. I'm sorry to hear she's sick. Hopefully she feels better real soon. And then we've got another pattern here. It's kind of like a diagonal orientation, but it's the little teeny tiny hearts again. Okay, so we're going to use this paper today, and I am going to share with you my fun fold. So I have a little strip here that I'm going to use. And where's my die? There's my little dies. Make sure nothing goes astray. When you put a Post-it note tape or washi tape on things, they can stick to things. Okay. All right. So there is the paper, the dies that I'm going to use. We're going to put these off to the side and we're going to get started. So for our card today, all of these measurements will be on my blog later today, and I will post here when it's ready. But don't worry. Just sit back and relax. You can watch and you can see how this card comes together. I haven't made this one yet, you guys. So hopefully it comes together just fine. We're going to start off with a piece of basic white cardstock. Now I didn't use thick. I just have basic white here. I've cut it down at 4 1/4 on the long side, parallel to the long side, right? 4 1/4. Nope. Sorry. 4 inches. It's 4, not 4 1/4. 4 inches. And then I trimmed it at 10 inches and then I scored it at 5. Okay, so it's a little smaller than a normal card base. So 4 by 10 and scored at 5 in half. Okay. All right, so let's just score that, reinforce that score line. And I also have 2 pieces of cardstock here. Now these are both measuring the same, and they measure 3 1/2 by 3 1/2 square. Okay, 3 1/2 by 3 1/2. And I have taken them and put them into the trimmer, and I scored them diagonally down like this. I just took the paper, put it into the trimmer, line up the points in that cutting track, and I used the light gray score blade and scored them. Okay, so that's how you do the diagonal score lines. All right, so we've got 2 of those. I'm going to reinforce those. These are going to be the sides of this fun fold. They're going to wrap around this card base and come to the front. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So basically they're going to be anchored. They're going to be like this. And then my card base is going to be on the inside. So essentially what I want to do is put my glue on these 2 inside triangles. Let's just grab my glue, and you can use, whatever your favorite glue is. If it's tear tape or one of our tape runners, you can, whatever your favorite is. I'm just going to take this. I'm going to bring my card base in. I'm going to line this up on this side, press that down, lift it up, and I'm going to do the same on the other side, just making sure it's all lined up here. Press it down. So now I have my 2 flaps here, right? And what I'm going to do now is put all of this onto a piece of Calypso Coral that is half of a sheet or quarter of a sheet of cardstock. So it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. This is all going to go down onto this piece just like this. Okay. So I'm going to turn this over. It's like a little envelope, it looks like on the back, but we're going to cover all this up with glue and we're going to put it down onto that Calypso Coral card base. Super easy so far. I just want to get the basic structure of this card ready and then we'll do the fun stuff. Okay, so I'm just going to close this together like this and press that down. Got a little bit of wiggle room with the glue to make sure. And you know what? It says 5 1/4. I'm going to trim that, you guys, because I really think that, or it says 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 is what I said at the beginning of the video. I actually think it should be 5 1/4. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fix this. I put it down here. I'm going to trim a little hair off of the top of this one. This is real life crafting, right? You just go with the flow. And when things are not quite the way you want them, you can just fix it. That's what I love about paper crafting. You can fix things. There, now it looks centered. This is just a little bit too long for my liking. Okay, so what I did is I took that DSP, the Forest Friends DSP, I was reaching for my dies here, and I took my stitched rectangles, all right? So the second largest, so not the first one, the second one, this one right here, and I cut out the bottom of that DSP to give me this pattern right here. I just love, whoops, the greenery on the bottom and then the trees, the tall aspens. So this is what I did. I cut out one of my rectangles, stitched rectangle. That's ready to go. And we're going to put that onto here. This is going to be like the card front. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I just love this paper. Okay, so let's bring the glue. Even the other side is so nice. But we're going to use the design as a background today. So this is going on to the front of my card, like so. And I'm going to center that just like this. There we have it. Okay, so put this off to the side. Let's bring in our stamps. Okay, so I've played with most of these stamps this week, but I haven't done this one right here. This is my little birthday, the little birthday piggy with the balloon and the cake. Isn't it stinking cute? So you've watched me color, and I don't want you to have to watch me again today. So I've already colored this one, and I put the die on. It's ready to go. I used did I use Flirty Flamingo? Let me just see here. Yeah, Flirty Flamingo Dark and Light to do my pig. I did Parakeet Party on the balloon, Tahitian Tide on the cake, and I did Light Crumb Cake on the soil on the bottom, and he's just so bright and cheerful. So I've got my die on there. I've got a little bit of washi tape. That is ready to go to be cut out. Now I also want to do, I'm going to use this die to cut out my greeting that says, "It's your birthday." So here's my die, or my stamp. I'm going to bring in my memento. And I'm just getting all of my stamping. Oh, yeah. Use the lid, Rose. That'll work. Not likely. Okay, so let's just stamp this right here. I'm just so excited to see how this card's going to turn out because I haven't done it before. Okay, so there's "It's Your Birthday." Now from the Stylish Shapes dies, which you guys know, I love, love, love these dies. Let me grab them and show you in case you're brand new here. These are the Stylish Shapes, and you get all of these gorgeous, gorgeous shapes. Good morning, Linda. Thank you for joining me. You get all of these in a package, right? And I'm going to use this one to cut out my greeting. Grab another little bit of washi tape. So you don't have to worry about stamping straight, right? You can just stamp on your cardstock and then make sure you put your die on straight. That's easy peasy. Okay, let's bring in my Stampin' Cut and Emboss Mini Boss. And we're going to cut these out. Let's see if they'll all fit on this little guy. This little Mini Boss is, you couldn't see them on the website. I think they're under specials because it's the Perfect Partners sales and specials in that section. I'll find that out and I'll post it, you guys. Thank you for letting me know, Joy. Thank you for that. So I have the wagon here. Look at this cute wagon die. It even has like the embossed wood grain on it to make it look realistic. So we're going to cut that one out. I'm going to trim it down because I do have a limited amount of real estate on this platform. So we're going to put the wagon right there. I've got a little handkerchief. I thought he would look really cute with a little handkerchief. And I'm going to just put that right next to the wagon. I got my little piggy here. Let's see, will it fit this way? Ooh, just. Let's trim that down. Anybody else do this? Load up your machine and then run it through. It just saves time, right? Having to crank through 5 different times. Oh my goodness, that would drive me crazy. So this is what I'm doing. I'm just loading everything up. Make sure that little handkerchief stays put. And I have my greeting as well. And I actually have a couple other things I want to put on here. So maybe I will have to do this twice. Okay, let's bring in some silver foil. And I told you guys I was winging this, right? Like this is brand new. These are the wheels, these dies here. So I'm going to grab those 2 little wheels. And I'm going to cut those out of foil. And this right here is the handle for the wagon. That stinking cute wagon. Oh my gosh. So adorable. Okay, so let's run this through. And I didn't put any washi on my handkerchief, but that's okay. I think it's going to be fine. Just hold your breath a second and then run it through. Okay, so there we go. We've got those pieces. Swipe them off. This is real life crafting. This is what I do. Just swipe it off onto my desk. The most important thing, make sure you hold on to your dies. They don't go missing, right? Okay, so let's put the piggy on and we'll do that quickly. And then we're going to sort out all of this stuff. Cut out the piggy. Crack, crack. Okay, so we've got that done. Let's get rid of our machine. Well, when I say get rid of it, I'm just putting it off to the corner of my desk because it stays there. That's where it lives. All right, let's see what we've got. We've got our piggy die. We've got our little handkerchief here. We've got, I'm just checking your comments here. Hi, everybody. Thank you. Yes, the mini cutter is the best. It really, truly is. It'll fit. If you carry a large purse, you can carry that thing in your purse. You can fold that up. It is so user-friendly. I love the big guy. Like you have to use the big guy. When I did, for example, the stitched rectangles, I did have to use my big Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine for that, right? I was grabbing my take your pick tool. Let's turn that around so I get my pokey end. The little handkerchief is stuck. So I'm just going to give it a little poke. There we go. Okay, and the wagon. Oh my gosh, look how cute this wagon is. And it's like you can just take your fingers and push the little pieces out of the wagon. Okay, I think I got everything. Let me grab my grid, or my silicone mat. Where are my words today? Silicone mat. Okay, so for this, I'm just going to put all this on here so I see everything. Sometimes the white on white is hard to see. So let's use my silicone mat. Put my little handkerchief back. And we're going to add some glue. So here we go. We're going to add glue to the tires. Just a little, oops, that's quite a bit. To the tires and to the handle. And, you know, I love my white glue, my liquid multi-purpose glue, because I could actually go do something else and come back. And as long as paper stuck, once I put the paper on the paper, it's going to stick, right? So you don't have to hurry. It's not going to dry. It actually works better if you let it half dry. It's not as messy. So I'm taking my take your pick tool. I'm using the putty and going to pick up my tires, stick them in place. And the handle, I'm going to stick that in place. Now that looks more realistic, doesn't it? When you put the silver, let me hold it up closer so you can see the little wagon. I love it. Okay, so we've got our little piggy. I'm actually going to put my piggy in the wagon like that. Oh my God, so cute. So to do that, I'm just going to bring my glue and I'm going to add a little bit of glue right down here on the edge of this die cut. And then I'm just going to pick up my wagon and put it right on top of this little piggy. Just right there. I want to see the cake. He's sitting in the wagon with his cake. How cute is that? Okay, so then the little handkerchief, let's see, how does that fit? Let's go ahead and put that on him just like that. So you can do two things. You can put glue on his neck or you can put glue. I'm going to put it right on the handkerchief. just like that. Okay, so I'm going to pick this up and just makes it a little easier to handle. And then we're going to put it on him. He's got a cute little handkerchief. Okay, we're ready, you guys. Let's put this together. I think, let's see. Let's just move this off to the side. Let's bring back the card base. So the card opens like this. Good morning, Mary. Thank you for joining. Okay, I'm missing some of your comments, but I will come back, I promise. So we have a card fold like this, right? And it's going to come together like so. I'm going to bring in more of that designer series paper. This is the toadstool pattern, but I want to use the matching Flirty Flamingo, or not, Calypso Coral pattern. I'm going to wrap this around the card. So you don't need to score it or worry about any special score lines. We're just going to take it like this and have equal sides, right, on both sides. And then I'm just going to fold it over and keep it kind of loose. You don't want to have it too tight because this is going to be the belly band that slides off of the card. So this is going to sit just like that. So I'm going to lift it up here and bring back my glue. Add a little bit of glue. If you like tear tape, you can use tear tape if you prefer. Just going to add a little bit of glue like that. And then we're just going to close this over just like that. There we go. So there's our little belly band. You can take your glue bottle and lay it there. Let it sit for a second. Okay, so we've got, what else we have? We got to get something to put on that belly band. So I used my stylish shapes and I cut the very largest circle. And I thought, oh, it's not going to quite be big enough, right? So it will be, but I wanted to do a little bit of highlighting with the same color, with the Calypso Coral. So I brought in my layering circle dies and I chose this one to go over top like that. So that will just tie all of the colors in. So we're going to put that on here. And what else do I have on my desk? I brought in my crumb cake ink, thinking I would add a little bit of sponging to the circle before I put it down. Now you could also, I'm not going to bore you with me doing more die cutting, but look at the grass here. You could cut this out of old olive and put that across the bottom of your circle. I'm just going to keep it simple today and do a little bit of sponging of my crumb cake. So let's grab my little sponge here. You could use blends as well. Actually, I do have my crumb cake blends. Let's do a little bit of color. You can do some like this just to make the ground, just to make it look more realistic. And then I'm just going to bring in my ink pad and add a little bit of crumb cake to the edges. Just softens it up a little bit and makes it look more realistic. Okay, so there's our background. And we're going to put this onto our Calypso Coral circle. A little bit of glue. And let's see how this goes. Okay, so there we go. We've got that. And then the little piggy on his wagon. Oh my gosh, you guys, look how cute that is. So let's pop that up. Dimensionals. Let's grab some dimensionals. Okay, so we'll get rid of the silicone mat. Oh, these piggies, they really make me smile. I love these cute images. I'm just going to put a couple here like this. And I'm going to go ahead and reach for my mini dimensionals because let's put one of those on each of the tires. Look at the mini ones. I mean, I swear that the Stampin' Up! Design artists do their homework, right? Like, look how perfectly those mini dimensionals fit on those tires. I love it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pull off the backing. We're going to put this wagon right there. And then, you guessed it, it's going to sit right on this belly band. And you could put more dimensionals, but actually I don't want to add any more bulk to this card because it's going to be thick enough. And you really want to put glue only on the belly band. And this is really important because if you put it outside, of course, it's going to close your card. You don't want that, right? So we're going to just now bring this in and we're going to, I'm actually going to bring it down a little bit lower on the card because I want to put It's Your Birthday up here, just like that. So then you can also add a little color to the edges of that if you want. let's bring in, let's see what I've got done here. Did I get extra glue? No, it's going to slide. Yes, okay. So we're just going to slide this back down and make room for It's Your Birthday up here. That would actually look nice embossed with white embossing powder on a piece of Calypso coral. Next time I'll do that. Let's see. Just grabbing my Calypso coral sponge and my ink pad. Thank you, Holly. I really love these pigs. They have made me so happy this week to play with them. I'm just going to add some Calypso coral to this banner. And that is going to go on the top up here. Yeah, it makes it highlighted. It highlights it a little bit better. Now, what size dimensionals do I need for the banner? I think I could probably put big ones. Yes, the big ones fit perfectly on here. 2 of those, and we're going to finish this card off. And there's even greetings for the inside that I can do as well. So let's go ahead and put this banner up here. There we go. Now we're going to pull this off. You can pull it off at the bottom. We can slide it down to the bottom and open the card up. On the inside, you can do more stamping. There's lots of room to sign this card, which is really a cool thing too, right? Because sometimes you have a lot of people, if you're making cards for people, you know, if you make them for your work and everybody has to sign them, you have to hand the card around your office. You need lots of space, right? So for the inside, you could say, this little piggy says happy birthday, right? Or go to your happy place and stay there all day. That's another good one. But I'm going to stamp this little piggy says happy birthday on the inside. So let me just grab a block. And I think I'm going to stamp that using Calypso coral. Right here. There we go. And you know, of course, you could stamp this little guy inside and color him, right? There's a little butterfly here. It's so really so adorable. So you fold down, lots of room. Also, you could put a gift card right there if you wanted to. Lots of options with this one. So there we have it, you guys. And we're going to put the little belly band back on and slide that down. Oh my gosh, stinking cute, hey? All right, let me just flip you around here. Thank you all for joining me today. I had so much fun with the piggies again this morning. How am I going to stop using them? Well, guess what? I'm not going to because I just love them so much. Thanks, Rebecca. Thank you, Carol. Thank you all for joining me on this Friday. I hope I've inspired you to pull out your stamps, ink, and paper and to make a card, even better, make a fun fold card and to delight someone when they get this in the mail. Don't forget about the weekly deals. If you haven't had a chance to shop from them, you can check those out over on my website. And let me know if you have any questions about anything. And I will post the link. I'm pretty sure it's in the specials section of the website to get the dies, because you definitely need these dies in your life. Take care, everybody. Have a fantastic day. I'll be back on Monday at 9:30 Mountain Standard Time for my next video. Take care. Bye-bye.